We have the results this morning of a one-of-a-kind Marine Corps experiment that will help determine the future of women in combat. The study compared men and women fighting side by side. The final report released yesterday says men performed significantly better and got hurt less often.
Should women be on the front lines in the military?
No. Don't be rude, Napa.
Yo, what is good, y'all? JL here, and I'm back again, I'm back again, I'm back again. Yeah, I'm back again, I'm back again, I'm back again. With another video, guys. So in this video, I got something very special for you guys. We're gonna talk about the military.
You take the average man, you take the average woman, the average man is bigger, stronger, faster, etc. That's the way it is, whether you like it or not. So what I saw a reduced standard because of that. Now, are there women who are capable of hanging with the men? Absolutely. And if we're gonna go by that standard, then it should be a uniform standard. And the Army is working to unify, and the military in general, to unify the standard. But what happens when you try to unify or merge the standards? Does the lower standard come up, or does this one come down?
I don't know why people call physical differences between men and women sexist. It's just biology. It's just how we're built. It's reality. It's actually a very smart thing to acknowledge that we are different. And they actually held an experiment where they had a team of just men perform combat drills for the military, and they had a team of both men and women perform the combat drills. And guess which team of the two performed way better?
Well, good morning. You know, we spent several days in the California desert back in March watching this experiment, talking to the men and women who volunteered, and now the results are in. And for those arguing that women should be able to perform all the same combat jobs as the men, the news is discouraging. It was as close to war as you could get.
Fire in the hole!
An unprecedented scientific study. Men and women enlisted Marines side by side for months of simulated battle.
6.
And throughout, researchers watched and recorded their performance to help determine what impact women would have on combat. Even then, the women realized they were at a disadvantage.
It's not that we can't carry the weight, we can carry the weight, but it's the pace, especially when we're matched up with the males. You're looking at our size, and we have males that are almost 6 foot with longer strides, and it's hard to catch up with them and keep up with them.
That is what the results show. In almost every area, the all-male units performed significantly better than those with both men and women Marines. The men were faster in each tactical movement, had better accuracy, and were quicker. They registered more hits on target and had a noticeable difference in their performance of overcoming obstacles and evacuating casualties. The Marines commissioned the study after then Defense Secretary Leon Panetta in 2013 ordered the military to open all combat jobs to women.
We must open up service opportunities for women as fully as possible.
And even though he's opened this opportunity up for women, how many women do you think is going to actually qualify to do this? A low-ass number. That's barely any woman, bro.
Most branches are ready to comply. And just last month, 2 women passed the Army's toughest test to become Army Rangers.
We can handle things physically and mentally on the same level as men, and that we can deal with the same stresses and training that the men can.
The women Rangers said the standards should not be lowered. When the Marines we talked to agreed, they told us few would want these jobs. But if there is just one who can do it, she should get the chance.
It takes a special person, a special drive, a special mindset, a special heart to do this. There's not many of us. And it goes the same way for the men.
And I agree that everyone should have the same opportunities to go for what they want. But let's be honest though, how many women do you think are going to qualify to do this? To be in the Marine Corps, to be in the combat? How many? Little to none. Little to none, man. And being in close combat in the Marine Corps is not something I would want my daughter or my future daughter to do personally. And I'm not saying this because I'm sexist or I hate women. I think women should be protected, and they have skills for different areas. Leave the combat to the tall, muscular men with massive amounts of testosterone. Leave that to them. You don't need to be there. And if you feel some type of way with me saying this, maybe you should hear from a woman.
So there was this push in the last couple of years to let women do more, to technically be on the so-called front lines. Do you agree with it?
Well, there's really no front line anymore. This isn't conventional enemy. Females have definitely played a strong role in combat operations in a supporting capacity. My specific concern is opening up infantry for females.
Why?
It's definitely not a cost the cost definitely outweighs the benefits. It's not going to help the individual, and it's not going to help the institution. We're a warfighting institution, and combat readiness needs to be at the front and foremost when we make decisions like this, and I don't think that this change is going to benefit anybody. The other question then I present is longevity. We're talking about opening up opportunities for females, but my concern that I point out in the article is that there's these gender-specific medical concerns that are going to come with opening these fields that I'm not so sure we've really thought about. And on the backside of that, there's going to be a cost associated with these medical conditions. And are we ready to pay the price for that?
Nah, it's like they think this shit is sweet. It's not sweet. Shit, most men wouldn't even want to be in the military. And do you think other countries are pushing for women to be in combat as much as us? As much as America?
No.
I don't think so. The other armies gonna whoop our asses, bro, if our team is like, we got women in the front lines. Here's what happened to a female in the army that says she can whoop any Marine on the base. So she challenged another Marine, and here's the outcome.
Representing the United States
So I'm not making this video to hate on women and say they should not be in the military. I just think they should not be in the core, the combat aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like carrying around the heavy artillery, being out there in the front lines. No, I think that should not be happening because I believe the men are more capable. And so does most of America. Like, we're not gonna sit here and pretend like we don't know that men are naturally stronger, taller, faster than women. Women have other skills in other areas. And I think for any team to be fully operational, we have to play our parts to make it function correctly. So all I'm saying is, man, we all have our roles. Let's play them so we can all win. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm about to go ahead and hit the gym. Peace out, man.